enemies in our face, but we don't listen, no. With some simple Joes, the scripture says 2/3 of us gotta go. Fighting for my people, you out here begging for justice. Kings of the earth, no business begging for nothing. Hands up, don't shoot, I'm disgusted. Elijah called fire from the heavens with the sons of the prophets.
Been struggling a lifetime, looking for the lifetime, but I'm pure as gold. Been working day and night now, and it's feeling like Pharaoh won't let me go. Been searching my whole lifetime, looking for the lifetime, cause God told me so. I know Christ is coming back down, but at what exact time, well I just don't know.
Stockholm Syndrome, niggas love their oppressor. Your brother's telling you the truth, but you too proud to accept it. The white man's your enemy, boy, you're quick to reject it. But get some beef with your brother, go to war with no question. Willing to die for my section, I was rolling the dice. I heard the words of the prophets, now I'm rolling with Christ. Seen the visions of my fathers written on these scrolls, and how we would suffer the curses. Prophecies unfold, look at the lies we've been told. We're more precious than gold, handpicked by the Most High God for this glow. Murder after murder, blood soaked in the soil. Their hatred for me and you runs deeper than oil. Hold themselves not guilty with the proof that they did it, and live life by the sword. That's the gift they were given. Our judgment for sinning, we're supposed to be winning, but our people keep dying by the hands of the enemies.
Been struggling a lifetime, looking for the lifetime, but I'm pure as gold. Been working day and night now, and it's feeling like Pharaoh won't let me go. Been searching my whole lifetime, looking for the lifetime, cause God told me so. I know Christ is coming back down, but at what exact time, well I just don't know.
Put your life on the line for this country you serve, then come back with accolades to lose your life on the curb. What's the life in the burbs? What's the life on the hills? What's life if we don't know that we're the children of Israel? 400 years of slavery, still rise to the top. Cut from a different cloth, with a cream of the crop. Built different, God's image, unbreakable spirits. The shepherds calling for the sheep, but 2/3 can't hear it. Quick to rally and protest when we're shot by police, but when it's black on black crime, niggas mute and can't speak. What kind of justice you seek? This is just for the meek. God's punishment on us for all the laws that we break. The riot and the looting ain't the answer to our problems. That reflection in the mirror, we're the only ones can solve it. Vengeance is of the Lord, pray, watch, and repent. Our enemies will beg for mercy sooner than we think.
Been struggling a lifetime, looking for the lifetime, but I'm pure as gold. Been working day and night now, and it's feeling like Pharaoh won't let me go. Been searching my whole lifetime, looking for the lifetime, cause God told me so. I know Christ is coming back down, but at what exact time?
You are now live.
Applying pressure to the pedal breaking. Lord know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening taking place and they can't decimate it. Truth serum that can't be replicated. Get medicated, this that Psalms 10780. We got this truth and can't keep calm. On the corner dropping bombs, can't be detonated. Jump from coast to coast like LeBron, but we never traded. Got the breath of life in my lungs, I'm resuscitated precepts. The only P we pushing in this heat, hitting harder than the desert eagle bullet hit the earth with the line. Let it sink and we gon' hook 'em. We had idols in our mind, heard his word and we forsook 'em. All in Memphis, no more rent. We raising up the 12. They say the truth hurts, so we labor and travail. From NYC to Houston, from LA to Riverdale, talking truth, taking the kingdom in the gates of wicked hell. Just touchdown, I ain't got my foot on the brake. Truth got my mind, I'm feeling renewed every day. Giving sight to the blind, it's something we do every day. And I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel the way. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain. Let's talk truth. We can't settle for less side. Cause we got everything that we need and we seeing don't even professor. And I just been seeing the dreamers, I know that they lie, they here to come test us.
Hey, Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Truth, where we speak the real, raw, and uncut biblical truth as it pertains to the issues concerning God's people. Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer Jonah.
To my left.
Officer Zachariah.
And we got the reader, Officer Eliakim in the building. All praise to the Most High God. So today, put that topic on the screen for us. All right, today we're talking about spiritual eyes and legions of demons. All right? Now, the reason for the title is because oftentimes when we look at the state of our people, right, and we look at, as far as in a negative light, we got, the savages, the, young men that proclaim themselves as demons. What? You got, the whores, the thoughts, the ratchets. What else? What else you got? Thieves, strippers, robbers, scammers. All these different demonic, these negative stereotypes that's actually being fulfilled amongst our people. When you look at them, you're not really looking at them. You understand? Think about it. If we the Israelites, we the princes that got power with God, you understand? We are from a special divine seed. That's right. We the children of God in the earth, but the Bible talks about that seed being corrupted. When you look at these brothers and sisters, understand you are looking at demonic forces that have taken hold of them. And it takes for you to come into the truth and get the proper understanding and have your spiritual eyes open to see into the spiritual realm and see. You understand what you actually dealing with. You're not dealing with your actual brother or sister. The Bible has to, you understand, make that, like you say in Hebrews 1:12, it makes, in verse 13, it makes all things manifest, all things naked. You understand? The Bible has to uncover and remove all of the demonic clothing, for lack of better words, demonic, help me out. The gunk. You understand that the so-called white man has put upon our people by way of slavery, oppression, systemic racism in the industry, media, content, rap, television, so on and so forth. Our people have been demonized. You understand? Point blank, period. So we're going to dig into it today, Lord's willing. Let's open up with Proverbs 8 and 6. In the meantime, make sure y'all hit that like button, copy and paste this link, share it on all your social media, and also that QR code right there. You want to help the prophets out? Hey, we got the mightiest prophets on the earth right now. Right. That's right. On the other side of the world. You understand? Because of your help. So continue to help. Donate to the Booster Club, all right? Read that for me.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
So God said, my mouth shall speak truth. That's what we do on this show, all right? That's what we do, and that's what we gonna do. So give me that first clip real quick. Matter of fact, read Ephesians 6 and 12 for me.
Yes, sir.
Just to touch on the topic a little bit, to get everybody abreast to it. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 12.
Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers.
So, wait a minute. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? And this is heavy because I work in an industry where it's juveniles with legions of demons on them all day. And the main purpose, well, I don't want to say the main purpose, but the main reason why they want men to work in those facilities is to be able to restrain the young men physically when they act wild. You understand? They want to physically tame these young men in a facility. The thing is, after they leave a facility, because they in a facility to get treatment, right? Quote unquote. Right. But once they leave a facility and they no longer have those constraints and restraints imposed upon them by way of locked doors and muscular men and so on and so forth, what happens is they continue to do the evil that got them put in that predicament in the first place, right? So the objective is not to beat the hell out of our people to get their mind right. It don't work like that.
Right.
You understand? Now, the Bible teaches you from a child to beat your child on the side, but you instruct your child first and foremost. You teach them the laws of God. You hold them accountable for the laws that they break. You discipline them physically with wisdom, but even with the physical discipline, you still teach them and admonish them with the word of God.
Message.
Majority of our people, 99% of our, because think about it, we woke up when we was grown.
Right.
So outside of the babies that we raising up in this truth, 99% of us have skipped that step. We was not raised properly. You understand? Within God's command, we was not.
Damn.
We was not given the rod and reproof, right? So what is the Frederick Douglass quote? He said it's easier to raise strong children than to repair broken men. You understand?
Message.
But it's possible to repair broken men. It's just a hell of a hard job. Right? But the Bible is letting us know something. It's not the flesh and blood. It's not the person that you're looking at in the physical. Read again from the top.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right. So when it says principalities, powers, and rulers of darkness, he's talking about spiritual forces. That's what he's talking about. The beginning of the verse lets you know that. The subject matter here is not flesh and blood. The principalities, the powers, the rulers of darkness is talking about, keep reading, and what?
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what it's talking about. Spiritual wickedness in high places. You understand? When the Bible say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the so-called, just like, and I done broke this down before, right? Leadership done broke this down many times before. We the sons of God in the earth. We was formed to show forth God's praise in the earth. It's another race of people that came out the same womb as us. They was formed, they was marked for the complete opposite purpose. They was created to be the vessels or the synagogue of Satan. You understand? So the utmost, the highest level of spiritual wickedness is what they exercise in the earth as far as putting it forth. You understand? If you just look at a person physically, that means nothing. But the spirit, God said the spirit within him, the soul within him is not upright in him. You understand? And he pushes, engineers, creates, so on and so forth, all manners of evil. God said that he furthered the affliction. God put the curses on us first and foremost.
Right.
You understand? For our disobedience. But he said that our enemies have took it steps further. You understand? Why? Read again.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right, because everybody serves somebody. Like Christ said, no man can serve two masters. You either going to love one and hate the other, cleave to one, despise the other, right? Everybody is serving a higher power. Everybody is. You understand? If somebody said that they not submitting to God, they don't want to do what God said, they don't give a damn about the Bible, whose bidding are they doing? They serving Satan.
Right.
You understand? That spiritual wickedness in high places. They fulfilling the will of their Lord. Their Lord says, do as thou wilt. In the last days, it's going to be perilous times, for men shall be lovers of themselves, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. And we going to get into it today. That's how they get us. They give us so many things that's pleasurable, and that's what destroys our mind and keeps us away from our God and keeps us in bondage to the will of Satan. You understand? It has to keep us engulfed in legions of demons. That's what we up against, brothers and sisters. Finish that verse?
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
All right. So that was it?
Yes, sir.
So this clip right here, I watched this clip a couple of weeks ago. I actually meant to put it on the show that we did last week, the Psyche of YNs, just going into how, you know, how they are created, basically, right? Their origin stories, a lot of them. This brother right here, he been going viral on a lot of interviews and stuff like that. He's a Muslim, right? But a lot of the stuff that he say aligns with, you know, the truth, all right? Not everything, but a lot of the stuff that he says aligns with the truth, and he has an interesting story. But the point is that the system, the way that the enemy set us up for failure goes deep, all right? They traumatize and they monetize. I'm going to watch, play that clip.
And that's what it was. It was tough, right? Like, I got a song I'm working on now called Motherless Child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. No support from my mother. Sometimes I wish I would have came from a different pussy, C-section. Even in birth, she didn't push me. Every other week, you got a new man in the house. You got the nerve to point to him like he the man of the house. And they all wanted me to call him dad. They all wanted me to call him dad. I grew up confused. I got beaten until I was black and blue. And you wonder why I'm in school acting a fool, cutting class, picking fights, couldn't follow the rules. Free lunch won't cut it. I'm still hungry. I need food. Hooked up with Daryl, selling weed now, mama. I'm making moves. Yeah, mama, I'm making moves. You put a pins warming out, left me in the system. Plus, you ain't called back. They ain't love what you call that. If you ain't want a son, mama, shit. Should have left me in that ball sack. Two sides to the story. But I ain't having it. Too many demons inside I got to battle with, and fuck whoever trying to play devil's advocate. Y'all motherfuckers don't understand how real this is. I was just a kid, 5. Had to look my mama in the eye. Half sleep, half high. And you wonder why I'm outside smoking weed, pistol in my pocket, throwing up gang signs. You a junkie, mama. How you gonna demand respect? I guess you beat me because I look like the man that left. I spit an image of my daddy, huh? That's why you slap me? Can nothing please you? You ain't never happy. Straight A's on report cards getting ripped. Christmas, birthdays, I ain't get shit. Every man I see you with, call you bitch. This is what I deal with. Yeah, this is what I deal. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. It feels like God cursed me and my brothers, because all I do is suffer, and the pain came from my mother. A rose won't grow from this concrete. Roots getting pulled out, petals getting stepped on. You came home high, beat me half to death. You said that I slept wrong. Bloody tampons, empty bottles of liquor, cracked valves on the same bed I slept on. How the fuck could I sleep wrong? You got me laying on a bed I could barely even sleep on. So, you know, that was the life, right? As a child, it was very dysfunctional early. And I going through demons and everything. I mean, it was a lot of rage, a lot of anger. So when I got to prison, I couldn't run from myself. I couldn't hide in a blunt. I couldn't hide in the bottle. I couldn't, you know, I was a playboy. I couldn't hide in the pussy, right? There was no more windows to look out. I had to look into the mirror, and I looked in the self.
Damn.
And then it was like this self.
So y'all hear this, right? So now, mind you, I said, you know, the white man and all of that and so on and so forth. And from his point of view, he talking about being raised by his black mother that neglected him and was a drug abuser and so on and so forth. The thing is, y'all, black people did not put drugs here. Right. Black people did not put crack here. We did not put guns here. We did not, you understand? Message. Watch this. Get Psalms chapter 55, verse 1. Matter of fact, before you read that, give me Judith chapter 5. Let's start at verse 19. So this is a system. This is a formula. Do I want this shit? Just give me Psalms 55. We're going to get Judah chapter 5 later.
Yes, sir.
All right? But just for everybody that's watching early on right now, right, I'm going to just paraphrase the formula that we're going to break down a little bit more later. When the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when we break God's commandments, right, that causes us to be in error with God. God delivers us to the hands of our enemies, right? When we're in the hands of our enemies, the objective is for us to suffer affliction, and that affliction causes us to want to return to our God. When we return to our God, then we're no longer in the clutches of the enemy. So think about the mindset of the enemy. They did wickedness, now they're in my hands. When they're in my hands, they are my slave labor. I can exploit them. I can capitalize from them. They're the strongest people in the earth, but they're spiritually weak, so I can manipulate them and their abilities and their strengths to benefit me forever. You understand? Well, as long as I possibly can. So the white man has perfected the labor of prolonging the sin, the error of God's people to keep us in subjection to them. That's how they retain their rulership. You understand? That's what it's all about. So all of these things are engineered within our communities to produce self-hatred, to produce trauma, to produce divided households and afflicted minds. You understand? Give me Psalms 55, verse 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 1. Give ear to my prayer, O God. Hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and make a noise.
So David had a complaint to the Lord. Let's see what that was. Go ahead.
Because of the voice of the enemy. Because of the oppression of the wicked.
Because of the what?
Because of the oppression of the wicked.
So David had a complaint in the spirit about the oppression of the wicked. When the wicked oppresses you, you understand, it's not a normal oppression. He's attacking on all fronts. Think about the bond that a child has with his mother coming into this world. It's no other bond like that. Think about it. You in there, John, 9 months being formed. You got the placenta, the umbilical cord. You understand? All the bonding hormones from you coming out of the womb. You understand? You latching on to the breast. All of that stuff. You attached to this woman. And the white man mastered the science of injecting toxicity into that bond. For real, the oppression of the wicked go deep. Read.
For they cast iniquity upon me.
They do what?
Cast iniquity upon me.
This is heavy. David said, this is how you know. That's what I'm telling you, that's what the wicked, the oppression of the wicked is all about. Keeping the children of God in sin. David said, they cast iniquity upon me. Drugs. Guns, sex. White man just throw it on you.
You can't make this.
They cast iniquity upon us, man. I'm telling you, and it's rooted, most of the iniquity that we do is tied to pleasure that's tied to sin.
What the hell is this?
You understand? And that pleasure that we go to is because we don't know our God. We don't know how to find relief and healing from the scriptures. So we go to these pleasurable things for relief, but it's wickedness, drugs, whoredom, you understand, violence, evil communication. All of these things corrupt us spiritually. And we open a portal for demons to come in when we do these things. And the white man know this. This is the sorcery and witchcraft that they've been concocting for years.
Y'all better take heed
Read
to
that
that.
part again. They what?
For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me.
And then what?
In wrath they hate
And
me.
in wrath, they hate me. Now get Proverbs 15 and 13. So, dealing with the brother, right? He said that based on what he went through as a child, all of that, craziness with his mama neglecting him going through the foster care system, being neglected, waking up with crack syringes in his bed and stuff like that. All that did was, he said he was battling with demons.
Right.
So the stuff that mentally, I said mentally, I'm making up stuff now. The stuff that mentally wrecks you, right, that trauma, what it does is it allows demons to come within. You understand? It opens the door for demons. The white man know this. Read what you got.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 13.
Come on.
A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. But by sorrow of the heart.
By what?
By sorrow of the heart.
By sorrow of the heart. Sorrow of the heart is depression, stress, toxic stress, trauma. You understand? That's sorrow of the heart. That's when your mind is discouraged, is broken, you feel betrayed, you feel hated, you feel neglected, you feel worthless.
This ain't right.
What more as you coming into this earth and developing as a human being, what can cause that more than a mother and a father? What's more liable to cause sorrow of your heart than that? And the way that this system is set up here, you damn near starting without a father majority of the time. So that's already a huge hole in your spirit.
Facts.
Message.
You understand? And then the mother, she could be on drugs. She could be a whore. She could be, you know, it could be the abuse, direct abuse, or it could be the abuse disguised with love, like we talked about last week. I think, or the week before last, about the son-husband stuff. Y'all remember that?
Yes,
Right.
Complain no way,
Yeah, the
boy.
weakness of woman, or the weakness of man. We talked about son-husbands and stuff like that. That's covert hatred. You understand? They not teaching you and instructing you in righteousness. They not nurturing you up to be a man of God. They making too much of you. They binding up your wounds, and that's gonna lead to your destruction. The white man know this stuff.
Right.
So he said, by sorrow. Read it again. By
But
what?
By sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken.
The what?
The spirit is broken.
The spirit is broken. Brothers and sisters, that's what you're looking at when you see our people. Broken spirits.
Message.
The spirits of our people have been broken by the oppression. We're going to dig deep. I don't think we understand how deep this stuff really goes. We talking about, you know, being raised in circumstances, but you know the modern day black man and black woman with all the rebuttals. I didn't grow up like that. I don't know nobody like that. I grew up good. And da-da-da-da. Okay. We gonna dig into it today.
That's right.
This stuff runs very, very deep. Y'all gotta wake the hell up. You understand? This is real. The fight is real. Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, this go to show you they playing on a whole different scale than we are. We playing checkers while your enemy is playing chess. Because this spirit of sorrow that they put on us, these are things that they planned out 400+ years ahead of time. Think about it in the Willie Lynch letter. What he say? Except some great phenomenon should occur. He knew that he was going to have the black community disgruntled, discomforted, divided for generations to come. He knew these things. He planned these things out. And not only do they divide the family, not only did they destroy our households, but like Cap mentioned, he gave us pleasures in return. He gave us money. He gave us sex. He gave us drugs. But what do all those things turn back into? That same sadness that you had before. Right. It's just temporary Band-Aids, and that's why you see the effects on our people now.
This is America.
All praise to the Most High. So we gonna dig into the topic a little bit later. All right, let's go ahead and get that gem of the week. All right, so this little image been going viral on social media. Put that up real quick. So it's an image of a black woman that's dressed immodestly or whatever. But the objective or the point is the statistics that's listed, that's captioned above the photo. Let's read that.
80% chance she stays married if she's a virgin.
Right. So if a woman is celibate, right, meaning she doesn't have sex until she's married, she has an 80% chance of not becoming a divorced statistic. That's good odds. Damn. 4 out of 5.
Right.
You understand? if she is able to retain her innocence up until marriage, 80% chance she's going to be married to that man for life. They're going to be aged together. Come on.
39% chance she stays married if she's had 3 partners.
So that 80% chance decreases, is cut in half, a little bit more than half.
Significant.
41% if she got 3 bodies.
Sheesh.
Oh my God!
But brothers want to freak.
Sheesh.
Sure.
Brother want to walk into what's that? A 61% chance of divorce if she got 3.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with brother? What did you say, nigga? Ox to the slaughter. All right, get the next one.
Yes, sir. 29% chance she stays married with 6 to 10 partners.
That's terrible odds. That's
Come on, man.
29% just from 6 to 10. That's light work. That's 10th grade. With a lot of these sisters going up. And it's sheesh. Hey, read the next one.
18% chance she stays married with 16 to 20 partners.
Very, very low.
Get out.
Very low percentage. All right, read the next one.
96% of women who have had 20 or more lovers never get married.
So, and this study was done by a scholar at Harvard, right? So, 96% of women who had 20 or more lovers never get married. Bruh,
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
was that? I think that was the class we did about closet feminists and the truth. Bruh, that's the garden right there, bruh. Because the idea is my body,
My choice.
you understand? I do what I want.
Shame on you.
What they say when they get in their 20s, the whole phase, like it's liberating, like it's it's something to be proud of. It's something that that you should bask in or whatever the case, but it's gonna lead to you never fulfilling your purpose as a woman, and that's bearing children, being a wife, so on and so forth. You never get to bask in your purpose in which you were created. You was built and formed and wired and given certain hormones and traits and all of that to be a nurturing mother and a wife. And you never get to do that because Satan told you, no, it's be a hot girl.
Be a boss chick.
Be a boss chick. Do you.
E-P-E.
Think like a man.
Woman, thou art loosed.
That's crazy work. So go put the image back up. We didn't read the last little sentence. All right, so it says her notch count matters, meaning her body count. The body count does matter, y'all. We did a show on that some years ago on Let's Talk Truth, the truth about the body count or something like that. You understand? And, we broke it down or whatever the case, but, there has been more terms that have come out since then or whatever the case that's becoming popular. So play the next video.
These two shall be one, says the Bible. In its most popular usage, this refers to marriage. But in 1 Corinthians, Paul says that it actually applies to the sex act itself. When you have sex with someone, you are attaching yourself to them. For the woman, it is literally a permanent physical attachment, since microchimerism is real, despite what the woke academics say. A woman that has slept with many men, a lot of those men have left their DNA with her, and they literally become part of who she is, including her future offspring. The man that eventually settles down and has children with her will be raising kids that are carrying traits from her former sex partners. Thus, Proverbs warning men that the promiscuous woman robs him of his strength. That is, The man that wifes up the promiscuous woman is wasting his strength because the legacy he's building is not entirely his own. The woman is fragmented, the children are fragmented, none of it is entirely his own. And even when he just has a fling with such a woman, this too robs a man of strength, but slowly, less obviously, because giving himself to such a woman, he joins his spirit with that which is dark. These two shall be one. Put some thought into what you're joining yourself to.
Get 1 Corinthians, what he quoted. 1 Corinthians 6:15. So we've been teaching this. Leadership been teaching this for years, and we understand repentance is open to every soul. You know, the Lord, He didn't come for the righteous, but to bring sinners to repentance. We know a lot of our sisters were jacked up. A lot of them was, you know, abused or traumatized, molested, or whatever early on, or, you know, victims of being allured into promiscuity at early ages. To come into the truth, you already got 3-4 baby daddies and all of that. Listen, you know, you can repent, get married. You understand? You know, repent. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. All right, I'm gonna keep it 144,000.
Right.
A top G, like a brother that. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. A brother that's, you know what I'm saying, his ways please the Lord. And it's one thing if he got the same type of stuff going on. He got the same type of baggage. He got baby mamas and, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to know your shoe size. Mm-hmm. But if a brother is single, he haven't began his legacy, you understand? He's trying to lay a foundation as far as family or whatever. Don't come to the Israelites looking for no damn simp.
Right.
Hell no. You understand? Don't do that.
Y'all better take heed to that.
And you brothers, y'all need to stop being victims of these hoes. Cause like I said, your mind is telling you want a woman that know what she doing and she already got gawk 3,000 experience, hot twa. You understand? She know how to, you know, do this and do that on the joint or whatever. Listen, brother. If she know how to do all of that, that means she got residue.
Damn.
Hey, yep.
Somebody done did it to her, taught her. You understand? So that means every time she do it, it's in the back of her mind.
Literally.
It's in her subconscious.
To this day.
When she's performing what she's been taught by somebody else on you. You understand?
Come on, man.
Come on, if you're really a top G, you gonna teach the arrow
Right.
too. But Lord have mercy.
I got that script.
Read what you got.
1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Christ? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot?
Right. So we the members of Christ, meaning we come from Christ, like how Eve came from Adam's rib, literally, right? He took the woman out of Adam's rib and created her. We were created from the body of Christ.
That's right.
So why in the hell would you take your body, you being a child of God, you understand? Take your body that's above any other value, any other thing in this earth. You the top valuable thing. And you join that to damaged goods.
Don't
You
fall for
give that to something that it already done had something else. Now I can see if it's a widow, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a woman that had already just, oh, yeah, you're cute. you know, give it to me. Give it to me, daddy. And then you come on, man. We gotta listen. We gotta stop the simping, man. For real. Microchimerism, that's a real thing. And God warned us about that. Why would you join yourself to a harlot? Read on.
God forbid.
Read.
What? No, ye
So
not.
yeah, I know it sounds like I'm forbidding it.
Right.
It sounds like Captain Emmanuel of IUIC Arkansas is trying to cock block these hoes that's trying to repent.
God.
That's what it sounds like.
God.
That's what it sounds like, though. Read that bottom part again on verse 15.
God forbid.
Oh, okay. Now, listen. 2 Corinthians 5.
Let's get security in here for Cap right now. Get security in
All
here right
things
now.
become new.
Right.
You understand? But I'm just saying, you sisters, y'all, listen. You brothers, you sisters, you gotta know your shoe size. A brother, like I said, a brother that's trying to establish his legacy, you know what I'm saying? He's, you know, he got a chance to start fresh. Why would you put yourself in danger of all them statistics? 39% chance if she had 3? Damn. Come on, we don't like those odds, dude.
Come on,
No, sir.
man.
No deal.
Come on, brethren.
No.
Oh, hell
Come
no.
on now. Read on.
Verse 16. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh.
Right. So we, like the dude said in the video, we've always, you know, the two shall be one. That's marriage. No. When you join to a harlot, meaning when a dude that has sex with a prostitute one night just to get his rocks off, he has deposited his soul into that thing. Damn! He had made a spiritual deposit into their vagina. For real. And it ain't going nowhere. The two have become one. You have become spiritually attached. You understand? And it's deeper with the woman. I'm telling you. That's why the Bible say you got a woman and she's defiled. She go from you and be joined to another man. It's over with. If you take her back, the land becomes polluted. That means it's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing, brethren. I'm telling you.
Be scared of that. Because he's telling you, the scriptures is telling you, and Esau's telling you. When you go lay down with that random man from your job or that random man from school, your coworker, he's depositing his spirits in you.
Lord have mercy.
Nasty.
All right, all praise to the Most High. So, moral of the story, you know, women need to stop being promiscuous. It's not cool to rack up bodies because it has its effects. That's why we got these alarming divorce statistics going on, right? All these failed marriages, like it talk about in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. They no longer left marriages undefiled, disorder in marriages, all of that. You dealing with different spirits, man.
Right.
For real. You married to a sister, it's good for the first year or two, and then you meet a whole nother person. You understand? That's that microchimerism just spiking up in the brain. For real. So we gotta be mindful. We gotta do better as a people. That's why we go to these homecoming blitzes and all of that. We try to pull our women out of that fire. They think we cock blocking.
That's right.
You trying to save your damn soul, sister. For real. Don't come into the Israelite congregation looking for a Messiah.
Get out.
You need to be waiting on the black Messiah to crack the sky.
Don't save her.
But nah, hey, you know, ex-hoes need love too. But it gotta make sense though. Ruin a brother life.
Right.
For real. All right, anyway, let's get back to the topic. Pull up the topic again, y'all. Read that.
Spiritual eyes and legions of demons.
Spiritual eyes and legions of demons. Give me Ephesians chapter 1.
Sir.
Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18.
Book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 18. The eyes of your understanding being enlightened.
Read again.
The eyes of your understanding being enlightened.
The eyes of your understanding. So you got these, the literal eyes where you can see things in, you know, the 3D realm or whatever the case. But the eyes of our understanding, that's a whole nother thing. I know I lived 19 years of my life with them gents shut, eyes wide shut. You understand? For real. And not even like on a, you know, being able to discern and stuff like that, but just knowing why, like, how did we get here as a people? Why did we go through slavery? You understand? What was the, like, I never really just questioned, like, why would God allow that? Why would he allow such a thing? You understand? And why would this people just go be so hardcore with it? Like, I don't think I ever, well, I probably didn't ask that, but not in a, from a biblical, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never looked to the Bible for that answer.
Right.
Why did the white man just go so hard with the hatred?
Hate.
Damn.
Hate.
That's why I'm telling you, as soon as I heard that Jacob and Esau, bro, it clicked. I'm like, okay, because damn. You know what I'm saying? For real, it makes sense. A rivalry from the womb. Perpetual. You understand?
Right.
So the eyes of our understanding have to be enlightened. Go ahead.
That ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints.
Right. Now go to John chapter 3 real quick. John chapter 3, verse 19.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation. That light is come into the world.
That what?
That light is come into the world.
So the light that it's talking about is God's laws. When you read Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23, and the Spirit of Christ, which is the same thing, right? What's that? John 1 and 6, right? And it's another one in John chapter 11 where he said he is the light. So, read again. Light is coming to the world.
That light is come into the world.
Right. So the understanding of God's commandments have come into the world. Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light.
So in Isaiah 60, it prophesied that. It said, arise, for the light is shining up. I'm paraphrasing it bad, but Isaiah 60 and verse 1, the Lord said he was going to cause the light to shine. Finally, after 3 days and a half of the lights being off. 350 years, lights was off.
That's right.
You understand? Lord said, I'm a cause my light to shine. But when that light is shining, the people have been engulfed in gross darkness. You understand? Entire, complete, utter darkness. So to the point where they've been in darkness for so long, and the darkness has been normalized and accepted and pleasurable, that when the light finally came, they said, man, cut that shit off.
Right.
Cut it off. Read
People are
again.
stupid as hell.
And men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Because what?
Because their deeds were evil.
So going back to the formula that I mentioned, right, that we're going to get into. The white man understands the so-called, I keep saying the so-called white man. Let me just say with Esau, Edom,
redneck.
the devil the Bible speaks of, the man of the son of perdition, the man of sin. He mastered the formula, the regimen for keeping his rulership intact by way of keeping the children of God in sin. He has sin on the damn forefront in many ways, shapes, forms, and fashions in terms of pleasure. You understand? That's the darkness. That's how your eyes stay. That's why you prefer to be asleep. Cause think about like a person that's lazy, that can't keep a job. He get fired because he always late and he don't. You know what I'm saying? He got an issue with getting up for work on time.
Right.
Cause he loves sleep. You want to sleep feel good for some reason. Sleep feels so damn good.
Don't wake me.
Don't fall.
For real. But you don't want to be broke. You don't want to not have a job. You don't want to not be able to eat. But it's something about sleep that, like, when you in it, you gotta get up. You don't want to get up. That's the state of our people coming up out of slavery.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You understand? It's like, damn. But no, I don't. Okay, the doors is open. The solution is there. We got to do this and reach this point. But why? No, I have homecoming. What? I have my fraternity, my sorority. I got gang now.
I have income.
On gang. You understand? I'm telling you, bro, this stuff, run deep. What you finna say?
That go back to that never-ending that axis that it talks about in Willie Lynch as well. That system of sin on our people, it runs itself now. So now you've been presented with the truth. Now that's the foreign thing.
Yep. So let's start with the first book. Shout out to Captain Yedaya, my brother. All right.
Shout out Cap.
Put that on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome by Joy DeGruy.
Now, I did touch on this in the class I did called The Word That Heals. All right, but today we're going to go deeper into this book. All right, so now let's go to page 4. Page 4.
Yes, sir. It felt odd returning to America, to a place where being black is frequently a life sentence of cultural isolation and social invisibility. My reminiscing was abruptly cut short when my 9-year-old stepdaughter...
Wait. Go to page 5 now. So we just reading the highlighted part. Stay with me, IT. All right, read that for me.
Somewhere along the way, African-American children have become so emotionally fragile that they cannot often withstand the implications associated with a simple gaze.
Nigga, what you looking at? Bro, I see that every single day.
Damn.
Who?
So think about what it's saying right here, right? It's saying that this is all linked back to slavery, y'all. You understand? So the reason why the fights pop off in the club, at the football game, or whatever, the reason why it's just so much animosity and tension amongst us, it all go back to slavery. We are so emotionally fragile. They go back to the Willie Lynch.
Damn.
They go back to the scripture we read, a broken spirit. For real, to where a simple gaze is able to break down the walls of your feelings.
Boy, ain't no way,
Without
boy.
walls.
Sheesh.
No rule over your spirit. Because the white man broke in his slavery. Get the next one, page 12.
Says racism has run like poison through the blood of American society since Europeans first landed on these shores. And since that beginning, America and Americans have invested much in denying it. America's and Americans' denial of their blatant racism and the attending atrocities committed throughout the nation's history has become pathological. Such denial has allowed this illness to fester for almost 400 years.
Damn.
It is what keeps this country sick with this issue of race.
Right. So in other words, the white man never took accountability. He never acknowledged all the severe damage and trauma, destruction that his racism has caused throughout generations upon generations. So by way of his denial, it has caused the sickness, the illness that came from slavery only to be more inflamed.
This ain't right.
You understand? Hence the product that we call the nigga today. They cloned Tyrone. All right? Give me page 14 now.
Yes, sir. It says, my audience tells me blacks are impacted economically through discriminatory hiring practices. Having little or no access to capital, blacks are seen as lacking business acumen. Acumen, excuse me. They are impacted. They are impacted by limited access to health care. Have mercy, have mercy. They are impacted by overrepresentation in the criminal justice system and underrepresentation in the university system. They are impacted by redlining and other discriminatory practices, bearing them from finding housing in the areas of their choice.
So, now what does this have to do with the topic? Think about it, right? It says they are impacted economically through discriminatory hiring practices, right? Meaning what? Poverty, right?
Message. Exactly.
So, due to poverty, we have limited access to health care. And it says we are impacted by overrepresentation in the criminal justice system. How does that tie together with being impacted economically? Give me that in Proverbs chapter 30 real quick.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 30 and verse 9. This is a good example to understand in the scriptures how the crime in the black community is engineered by the systematic oppression. You understand the poverty that they've inflicted us with. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal.
Lest I be what?
Poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
So what happens when you steal and you get caught? Well, let me not even go there. What happens when you steal? You got something for free. That's dopamine.
Facts.
I just hit a lick. You understand? You feel good. You like, damn, got it at finesse. So, think about it, right? Shoplifting. If you went and you went in the store, right, and you got a $150 shirt for free.
What?
You went to school clean. You don't think you're going to go back and try it again?
I'm clean.
You understand? You do something like snatch a woman's purse. You didn't have nothing. You didn't have nothing to eat. You understand? You didn't have nothing. You snatch. All you did snatch a woman's purse. You got $500.
Damn!
That's your
You
wine.
got a new outfit.
Your order.
You got a full belly.
Easy
You got a video game now.
Sheesh.
You understand? You don't think you're going to go try it again? So what happens is, with poverty, you steal. You either got to go steal again or you become addicted to stealing. And you turn into a habitual criminal. And eventually, your ass going to get caught. And you going to be wrapped up in the system. You understand? It is what it is. So now you go from poverty to prison.
The hell is this?
Get the Isaiah 42 and 22. So if the black man is in prison, right, because of the poverty, that means the woman is left to herself, raising more black men whose fathers are in jail. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22.
Come on.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
They are what?
And they are hid in prison houses.
They are hid in prisons. You hear that term amongst criminals. They be like, they'll hide you in the federal system.
Message.
That's in the Bible.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
God said that his people are hid in prison houses. Go ahead.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
They are for what?
They are for a prey.
It's not. But just because we keep slipping and falling into jail, it's snares and traps set up. We're preyed upon to get put in that system. Y'all know the 13th Amendment, right? That's legal slavery. The establishment or the system that caused them to be able to establish this country, to be the richest and most powerful country. Y'all know what that was, right? It was slavery.
This is America.
Give me that in Jeremiah 22 and 13. But we're going to come back to that Isaiah. If what caused America to establish themselves as a ruling power on the earth, if that's still legal in some shape, don't you think they're going to put devices and traps or whatever to get you in that realm to perpetuate their kingdom? Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13.
Come on.
Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages.
That do what?
Useth his neighbor's service without wages.
That's slavery. That's prison. That's what they do in jail. Especially like in Louisiana. You going back to the field. Literally. The niggas still working the field, y'all. Nigga. That's why the Bible said they are for a prey. Go back to Isaiah 42.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22.
Cap, that also go back to they frame mischief by law, because they create laws to keep you in jail, which will take you back to the 13th Amendment and make you a slave again.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yep.
What the hell is this?
Read that.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
And what?
And none delivereth.
And none delivereth. It's a trap, bro.
Message.
Go back.
Don't
to
fall for it.
They're impacted by overrepresentation in the criminal justice system and underrepresentation in the university system. It was some left on there, wasn't it? In that Isaiah 42, and
Yes,
none
sir.
saith.
Yes, sir. And none saith, restore.
That's the underrepresentation in the university system. None saith, restore. Now think about it, right? Now, university. What is the root word of that? Like, what does that actually mean? University. University is dealing with that. You see them first three letters, uni. That's talking about one, right? Being of one mind. Unity. You understand? So you're going to learn. That's why the white man thrives, right?
Message.
His education system, the way that they got it set up, how do you think is, after all these years, all this time, they still got government. They still got a judicial system. They still got all this technology, all these companies that's way above our heads. Because in their universities, they are never ending the cycle of producing these doctors and lawyers and major manufacturing minds and technology nerds and AI geeks. And you understand? Damn! Niggas go to historically black college university for what? Liberal arts?
To be a Greek.
Business?
Really, nigga?
You get a criminal justice degree and then go and work at a damn warehouse.
I may be slightly autistic.
You understand?
Degree for nothing.
You can't.
So the true university for us is learning who we are, coming together as a nation of people to be able to become our own doctors, lawyers, essential workers, the minds that's able to actually build a nation.
That's right.
We don't have it. It's hard enough to just get in regular college just to, you understand, to do what the white man wants you to do, and that's work for him. But just as a whole, what it's going to take to restore our people, the education of self, is non-existent.
Right.
We starting now. Israel United in Christ is the new university system.
That's right.
For real. But even we got dropouts. The hell is this? Can't make this up.
Hold up.
All right, keep
Jesus.
And it says they are impacted by redlining and other discriminatory practices. So basically, the white man is set it up with real estate to perpetuate the oppression, to cut off access from you to be able to produce generational wealth. Give me that in Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13:22. So it's by design, y'all. It's by design. They put us in these very, very tight spaces together in poverty. You don't even got the resources, let alone the impact of slavery in your brain traumatically. You're not going to take that trip across town to rob a rich white man.
Right.
Message. You broke and you poor in the projects or in the hood where you crammed together with all your fellow poor and black people. Damn. Y'all just gonna eat off each other plate and take away from each other and knock each other off the map. It's all by design. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 22.
Come on.
A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children.
How we gonna do that if we bored from finding a house? You understand? How we gonna do that?
Message.
How we gonna do that? For real, I ain't listen. I don't. You know, you hear black people here and there. You know, my such and such left me a few acres or whatever. But I don't personally know nobody in my family, my mom and daddy's side, who got left acres, land. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in a generational sense. For real. Like it's, you know, if it is like my great grandpa, right? He got a lot of land in the country, and he got, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of different. But still, it's not conducive in a sense of where we can really help each other out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not, and it's designed that way. They eat of the fatness of the earth. We, you know, concrete jungle. All right, give me the next page. Oh, we on page 15? What page is that? Yeah, page 15. Read that.
Yes, sir. With the endorsement of slavery as a legal, acceptable, and justifiable institution, the founding fathers committed America's original sin.
Slavery.
A sin that continues to plague America.
And that's, y'all know this in the Bible, right? Give me that. Ezekiel 28.
This is America.
28. And verse 17.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 17. Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness.
So this is God speaking about America and their technology, their you know, scientific advances and stuff like that. It's corrupted them. Read.
I will cast thee to the ground.
Read.
I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee.
The Lord is going to destroy America, and the next verse is going to explain why. Read.
Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thine iniquities.
Right. Homosexuality, fornication, spiritual fornication, all manners of idolatry, witchcraft, so on and so forth. A multitude of iniquities. Go ahead.
By the iniquity of thy traffic.
By the what?
By the iniquity of thy traffic.
Y'all, and it ain't talking about running a red light.
Hell no.
The traffic is talking about in this verse is the slave trade.
Right.
That's America's original sin. That's the iniquity of his traffic, the slave trade. Go ahead.
Therefore, will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee, it shall devour thee.
So you can let these white folks lie to you. You understand? Like, oh, that was my forefathers and it's over, it's in the past. No, God, this has to be fulfilled.
Right.
God gonna burn their ass up for selling us in the slave trade. But anyway, go back to the article. I mean, the post-traumatic slave syndrome, page 15.
Allowing slavery to persist at America's inception caused those who signed off on the sentiments so eloquently represented in their Declaration of Independence to perjure themselves in its face and doom the nation to a future of lies, pain, and struggle. Since that time, Black America has labored to recover from the dehumanization of bondage, the offense of peonage,
Something like that.
the outrage of the black codes, the affront of convict leasing, the indignities of Jim Crow, and the ravages of poverty.
That's 400 years. The humanization of bondage and the ravages of poverty. The ravages of poverty is today. The humanization of bondage was 1600, slave ships. So everything in between it, it's like a damn burger. You know what I'm saying? Slave ships to ghetto. Everything in between, Jim Crow, lynching, all of that, it's oppression. You understand? That's what David complained about. Go ahead.
During the same time, white America has struggled to come to grips with its legacy of chattel slavery and other crimes it committed in the name of morality, progress, and supremacy. The behavior associated with maintaining and justifying slavery, as well as the consequent assault on the generations of African Americans that followed, has resulted in injury as yet unmeasured to the American psyche. America's resistance.
All right, go to page 16.
The distrust many black people have for whites is often
Palpable.
palpable. The
Indifference.
indifference of most whites to the black experience is contemptible. The disparity.
Meaning they don't give a damn. All right, nigga, slavery, yeah, so what, nigga? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. For real, and they don't give a damn. All right, you slap me, I'm pressing charges, nigga. For real, they don't give a damn about you being upset.
Right.
Go ahead.
The disparities with regard to health, wealth, and education are vast and expanding. All of these things make it more difficult to live as a black person in America than as a white person.
So it's not the illusion of inclusion, the civil rights, and the desegregation has not made us close in the gap. You understand? The gap is still getting wider between us and them. Don't be fooled. You understand? You see a couple of rich niggas and think we coming up. No, they are ever being exalted and we only getting lower. Think about it. The crime rates, the homicide, you understand, the diseases, the prison rates, the imprisonment rates and all of that, they are increasing.
Right.
Year after year after year after year. It's more niggas dying, more niggas going to jail.
The hell is this?
So how are we getting any closer to any type of equality on an economic level or health, wealth, and education? It's not happening, y'all. It's not. Read the issues of race.
Issues of race and diversity are so critical because they remain at the root of the most pervasive problems facing this nation.
So now we're going to transition to the next book. But real quick, get Isaiah 51 and 20. So dealing with this, right? We are all victims of this. Some to a higher extent, meaning like you may have came up like the brother Smart from the clip that we played earlier. Project Baby, mama on drugs, daddy in jail, you know, stuff like that. Or you just black and, you know, your parents make ends meet or whatever, but you know nothing about having your own. You know nothing about a black hospital, a black school,
Grocery
education
stores.
system, black bank. You know nothing of that. All you know is they got it, and we got to go to them to get it.
Right.
You understand? So you have the inferiority complex. We all do, right? And we take that out on each other. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets.
We do what?
Lie at the head of all the streets.
So we be in the street, right? We be thugging, gang, slanging, banging. All these terms we familiar with, we know because the Bible is a true book.
Right.
That's right.
All them terms I just said is familiarized within the black community. Slanging, banging, thugging, and drugging. That's a song. I know it is. For real. Trap. We lie at the head of all the streets. Go ahead.
As a wild bull in a net.
There go the trap right there. As a wild bull in a net. Read.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
They are what?
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
God said we are full of the fury of the Lord. The thing about it is that fury is taken out on each other. We take it out on our women. We hoe out our women. We abuse our women. You understand? Our children suffer. We kill one another. Our women take it out on their babies before they even leave the womb.
Come on now, dog.
They let scissors go up inside their damn coochie.
Come on, man.
For real.
The hell is this?
You got to think of how destroyed you got to be in the mind to allow strangers to put scissors inside your vagina.
Message.
Bug the hell out.
That's deep. You understand? No pun intended. That cut deep. That's crazy.
Facts.
That's crazy work. We full of the fury of the Lord, y'all. It's not a game. Go ahead.
The rebuke of thy God.
So now let's go to the next book by Amos N. Wilson. Give me page 12. Page 12. Read that.
The unfortunate effects of slavery, past and present, racial discrimination, and cultural deprivation make themselves felt during this period when the very foundation of life is being laid. From the beginning of his creation, the black child suffers both the emotional and physical consequences of the black condition in America. Black life, like all human life, in many obvious and subtle ways reflects the influences of its prenatal existence.
Go ahead.
Consequently, her ability to produce optimally healthy, full, potentiated babies is seriously handicapped.
Read that again.
Consequently, her ability to produce optimally healthy, fully potentiated babies is seriously handicapped.
That's Willie Lynch.
Sheesh.
Message.
Get that in Deuteronomy 28.
Yes, sir.
Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in. Damn, bruh. The Bible real. Come on.
That's right.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Excuse me.
Start
Book
at
of Deuteronomy,
18.
chapter 28 and verse 15.
18.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Right. The fruit of your body is talking about your kids. You understand? The fruit that comes from your body. Read.
and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Read.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in.
When thou what?
Comest in.
So talking about birth, from the time that you come into this earth, the fruit of our body and us ourselves, when we come into this earth, we cursed. It is, we are seriously handicapped in terms of being able to be healthy, fully potentiated babies. Because of the conditions that we come from in America and the conditions that we born in that have been perpetuated yet disguised as if it's some type of progress, but it's not. All right, jump down to the next highlighted part. Such factors.
Yes, sir. Such factors include physical health, inadequate diet, poor prenatal medical care, unfavorable age and parity, unhealthy emotional attitudes concerning the self, others, including the fathers, the world and the unborn child, and finally, an unwholesome lifestyle which often leads to the chronic or over-ingestion of harmful chemical agents, drugs, substances, and residues.
Right, so it's a cycle, y'all. It's a cycle that leads to these things that literally open a portal to demons. Literally, that's what drugs do. All right, give me, sheesh. Go to page 81.
That show you how far behind we playing as a race, man. Because they make comments, you got the same 24 hours in a day as me. But we playing from behind before you even born.
Right.
While your mom's in the hospital bed with the Pitocin and the epidural and all that stuff flowing through her blood and shooting up there, you already behind. We jacked up.
Message.
We'll pull it up.
Go to page 90. Page 90. All right. Read that for me.
For it is our contention that within certain sociocultural contexts, the presence or absence of certain psychological experiences can have the same effect on a person's behavior as actually physical damage to a particular area of the brain had occurred. In other words, poor programming of or socialization of the frontal regions of the brain produces behavior which is equivalent or similar to actual brain damage in the same regions.
So we setting the stage for the point that's about to be made. Go to page 96. So watch this. Page 96, the top.
Historical experience of a people can apparently cause them to predominantly utilize.
And I don't think we had showed to cover this book, but this is The Developmental Psychology of the Black Child. All right, by Amos Wilson. Oh, we did? Okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Historical experience of a people can apparently cause them to predominantly utilize the functions of one hemisphere in deference to the other. The fact that the history of the black man in America has been one in which he is punished, ignored, or not rewarded by the dominant white society for exhibiting those things which characterize left hemispheric predomination, such as assertiveness, intellectuality, independent and analytic thinking, etc., and is rewarding and encouraging those things which characterize the predomination of the right hemisphere, such as passivity, anti-intellectuality, sensuality, dancing, singing, entertaining, etc., might help to explain the following finding.
Do y'all understand what we just read?
That is heavy, man.
You know what? This is heavy. Like, I've been just sitting here seeing this information is heavy. Well, y'all see right there when it says he's not getting rewarded for the white dominant, that's the 4th grade syndrome. That's what they pushed him in the back of the class, and he's no longer wanting to do things to boost his grade. Now he want to dance. Now he want to sing. Now he want to be the class clown. This is exactly what he wanted to be, and this is exactly what they doing.
Damn. So when you know what Satan mean, right? Adversary.
Right.
Adverse. God said, train up a child in the way that he should go. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, right? So what you saying is, when they reach that point around age 8, 9, 10, and they not educated adequately, then they got that shift, they got that turning point to where to be able to cope with that inadequate education, they decide to go the route of sports,
There you go.
entertainment,
Message.
trying to find solace in their talents. You understand? Than their actual intellectuality.
Right. Exactly.
Damn.
That's right.
The white man is the damn. He know what he doing. He know what he doing. He's adverse to what God says, and he deceives us into preferring that.
Message.
Put your kids. That's the problem. That's the problem with the black community. We ain't got enough for the kids to do. We
Right.
need more sports.
Crazy, man.
Ain't no way, boy.
We need more rec centers. I'm telling you, when you hear a black man talk, when he get on these platforms, he's saying we need more avenues for them to be able to dance, sing, and entertain.
Facts.
Hey, Kevin, we was coming up. A lot of them was glorifying in the music, like Migos. They would say stuff like, "My teacher told me I wasn't gonna pass math, but I guess when I'm up 30 now, I'm up 50, I'm up that." Glorifying. It ain't about what you know. It's about just entertaining.
Message.
So, all right.
Can I read something, Cal?
Go ahead.
Get Proverbs 19:2. Just going back to the mentality of our enemy. This is what they've been planning for years, centuries. And this is what's taking place. Read what you got.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 2. Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
You think they didn't know that? That's why it's written right here. We're reading it in the passage. They understood the soul without knowledge, it ain't good for them. Therefore, give them entertainment. Give them rapping. Give them dancing. Make them entertain themselves with jokes. Because they understood with us having God's knowledge, it's not going to be good for us as a race. And this is exactly what they're doing. But that's all I had, Cal.
Yep. Hey, I give Mark 7:21. So, basically, right, the point, all this that we went over with the books and stuff like that and everything that we've discussed is everything that opened the floodgates to all the evil spirits that plague our people, right? Slavery, poverty, deprivation of, access to benefits and stuff like that. And we understand this is all a result of breaking God's commandments in the first place, right? We under the curses. But the so-called white man has pushed the envelope and has become an expert in laying these snares and traps to keep, even though light has come into the world, the snares and traps that he set to continue to keep our people blind and pull us away from coming to the light. That's why the Lord got to judge his ass. Right. You understand?
That's
But
right.
they go back to Ephesians 6:12. That's the war that we fight. When you got spiritual eyes, you see that. That's why the Bible said we got to cast down imaginations, pulling down strongholds. You understand? That's a daily fight. That's the fight that we in.
Message.
And it all stemmed from all this stuff that we went over. He set the stage for control over God's people. It's crazy. All right, where we at?
Mark chapter 7, verse 21.
Matter of fact, before you read that, go to Psalms 59.
Yes, sir.
Psalms 59 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms chapter 59, verse 3.
Get started at 2.
Verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men. For, lo, they lie in wait for my soul.
They what?
They lie in wait for my soul.
They lie in wait for my soul. They lie in wait for your damn brain.
Sheesh.
For real, that's the education system is set up for you to not access a whole half of your brain that will empower you with the ability to uplift you and your people. You understand?
No way, boy.
They lie in wait for that. That's why they got the television. That's why they got the radio. That's why they got the music. when your brain is most impressionable, to be able to occupy your brain and program your brain to what they want.
Right.
You understand? They lie in wait for that thing. Go ahead.
The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord.
Read.
They run and prepare themselves.
So it ain't like they doing it because they God and we bad and they want us to. No. God gave us into their hands for us to repent and turn back to him. But they do it because they get a kick out of it.
Right.
It's joyous unto them to oppress us. It's joyous unto them to trample us under their feet. Read.
They run and prepare themselves without my fault.
Go ahead.
Awake to help me, and behold.
Awake to help me and behold. All right, give me that next clip. Go to Mark 7:21.
The book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 21.
Go ahead.
For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries.
So, evil thoughts is really evil spirits. Because what is your mind? Because thoughts come from what?
The mind.
And what is your mind?
Your spirit.
Your spirit, according to Ephesians 4. So these is really evil spirits that we talking about.
Damn.
So read again from the top.
For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications.
So adulteries and fornication, that's sexual immorality. Go ahead.
Murders,
Murders, that's drill. Go ahead.
thefts,
Thefts, stealing, scamming, robbing. Go ahead.
covetousness,
Covetousness. I want what you got. I take your hoe. I take everything from you. Slime, slack. Covetousness. Go ahead.
wickedness,
Wickedness. Hell, whatever the hell else.
right,
We're reveling, partying, twerking. You understand? Throwing up gang signs.
20 verses
That's
1.
wickedness.
right.
You can't make
Come on.
Deceit,
Deceit. Spitting game, running game. Lying, conniving.
he gonna make
That's deceit. Go ahead.
lasciviousness,
Lasciviousness. That's porn. You understand? That's Instagram stalking. That's OnlyFans. You understand? Read.
an evil eye,
A what?
an evil eye,
An evil eye. Crabs in a barrel. Crabs in a bucket. Always trying to pull your brother down. Always want to see your brother lose. You understand? Go ahead.
blasphemy,
Blasphemy. That's a big one.
Stop it.
Blasphemy. Think about it. I think we talked about it last week. These young dudes do not give a damn about going to hell. They don't care. What Boosie tell God?
He can't
Hey.
report. He said what? He was about that.
middle fingers.
He gave him the finger.
He
I
did.
may be slightly off.
I ain't gonna do it, man.
Come on.
Foolishness.
Foolishness. Read.
All these evil things come from within and defile the man.
So all of these is demons. All of these is demons, y'all. The devil. And guess what? Our people, like everything that we just read, I was able to put it in Ebonics. Drill.
Right.
Twerking.
Right.
Gang banging. You understand? Because our people have these issues. The whole world has, this is talking about man, humans.
Message.
But the Israelites, the level in which we deal with these demons, on an exponential level. Legions, that means thousands.
Right.
You understand? We deal with these evils on an exponential level because, again, that's the whole objective. Occupy the sons of God and daughters of God in sin so we can ever reign over them. Give me that. Now get to Judah 5. Judah 5, verse 19.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Read.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people,
So if they sin, read.
and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
So the heathens understand what's able to ruin us, cause us to fall, right? That's when he knew that the spirit came upon him to come round us up on them slave ships. You understand? Damn. Because we was in sin. Read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
We shall overcome them. A few of us can put hundreds of them on a ship. A handful of us can control hundreds of them on a plantation. It's spiritual. Go ahead.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation,
But if they keeping God's commandments,
let my Lord now pass by,
uh-huh.
lest their Lord defend them.
Let's what?
Lest their Lord defend them.
So the light is coming to the world. We can be defended now.
That's
no,
right.
No, nigga, that's a cult. Stay where you at. I got you. Look, I gave you food stamps. You understand? You able to stay on my same street. You able to go to school with some of my people. You know what I'm saying? You can be a rapper. You can get a chain. You can get diamonds in your mouth, nigga. The hell what they talking about? For real.
That's right.
They know we can be defended now, but it's a Jedi mind trick. Think about when you read the Gospels, right? When Christ walked the earth, why would they be so opposed to that, knowing that they under Roman subjection? Right. Why would they be so opposed to listening to a man that's lining up with all the prophecies? He's teaching to serve the Father, keep the command, repent. You understand? To usher in the kingdom of God. What's the damn problem? They were content, completely content with the kingdom that the white man offered them.
Bug the hell out.
And that's why they were not defended in 70 AD.
Message.
Come on.
Lest their Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
All right. So they know what's up. So now give me number 26 with the black woman. So we gotta skip a lot for the sake of time. Y'all was bored anyway from all that reading we did. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna be moving at a faster pace, but certain stuff like this, you gotta be able to, just take your time and, you know what I'm saying, go through it and try to make it plain for the people, for us to process it and understand what we dealing with, what we actually talking about.
Message.
So one of the many ways that the white man has worked to depopulate us, create weak men, you understand, deceived women, so on and so forth, has been hypersexualization. All right? Play that clip for me.
The ratchet culture keeps black women dumb and hypersexual. I mean, look at somebody like Sexy Red. Even ratchet women are like, yeah, she doing too much. I can't even vouch for her. Because she's that over the top and embarrassing, but it's people like her and other artists like her that they're pushing down the throats of black women because they want to keep black women dumb. They want to keep black women over-sexualized, and they want to keep black women distracted, and they don't want black women to reach their full potential of who they are in God.
Stop.
And so this is...
So she's saying all that, but even she still don't get it. Right. It ain't just about black women. So you got to think about it. If they hypersexualizing you, which, yes, that is distracting you and keeping you from your potential, yeah, but who are you weaponized against?
Message.
You keeping the black man distracted like a bug.
Exactly.
You understand? We looking at you shake your ass. What come from an ass? Doodoo.
That's where the doodle come from.
Niggas spending hours out of their day when they got a whole nation to rebuild, spending hours out of their day watching ass shake. You understand? This stuff go deep. Give me the next clip of who she mentioned. Come on. Sexy Red.
Oh, God.
Sexy Red.
Oh, hell no.
I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. I'm thinking like everybody coochie pink, you know, and booty hole was brown. But I just found out it's not. I swear to God, I just found out. Somebody talking about they booty hole pink. I ain't never heard of no pink booty hole.
Now you know that she wear the little devil horns on. She know who she working for. She already know. Now give me the next one. Dr. Umar, matter of fact, nah. Give me number 29. So we gonna skip that one. All right, for the sake of time, play that one.
And so with gangster rap, hip hop got polluted into gangster rap because the corporate giants that control black music in America decided that the time had come for gangster rap to take over hip hop culture in order to breed mass incarceration of young black males. So gangster rap, in many respects, is the marketing scheme for mass incarceration. Everything that gets you arrested is popularized and glamorized in gangster rap music.
So man, that's great, man. That's amazing. For real. The drugs, the cocaine, doing drugs, selling drugs, stealing, robbing, killing. That stuff gets you major years in jail. All of that. All of that gets you major years. Football numbers in jail.
Mark 7.
But I forgot to get a point real quick. Get Leviticus 19:29, dealing with why women like Sexy Red are utilized by the so-called white man to push their spirit on our people, hypersexualization, promoting your coochie hole and your booty hole to the world. What is that about? I'm telling you, that music and all of that is able to warp people's minds and reinventing what sexy is.
Right.
It say the bewitching of naughtiness obscures things that are honest.
Right.
So you'll look at a little ratchet slut and after a while you're like, get it sexy. You're like, whoa. Yep. Wait.
Oh my God.
Hey, yep.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29.
Come on.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a
Stop
whore.
letting these hoes run around talk about their coochie hole and their booty hole, how they chest out, how they skin, how they body parts all out. Read.
Lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
You see that? It ain't just about the black woman. It say the land become full of wickedness. The men, women, and children.
Right.
Gonna go to shit.
Boy, ain't no way.
Literally.
Now, and then, and that you see they utilize rap music to do that. Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Glorilla, so on and so forth. And then he mentioned also how gangster rap was conceived to promote everything evil and wicked to influence us to do that. Now, play the next clip.
The music business is ran by the devil. So the music business is only designed to get as many people to go away from God as possible. So what happens is the devil needs workers, and by workers, he needs people who have influence, who can mislead or misguide people away from the light into the darkness. So this is why the artist is powerful. So the artist is the mouthpiece. Okay? That artist is the mouthpiece between the devil and the fan. And the artist's job is to get you to throw up these weird signs. What are you doing this for? This is the Baphomet. I don't fuck with this. So don't think I'm throwing this up because I don't fuck with this. I'm just showing you when you see these signs, when you see the checkerboards, when you hear them talking about demon time and drill and kill and all this shit. So what happens is the artist is only the tool used to push the message of the devil.
Hey, go back to Ezekiel 28 real quick. Ezekiel 28:13. So, remember Ephesians 6 and 12, right? About the spiritual wickedness, the rulers of darkness.
Right.
Watch this.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 13. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering. The sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared
The workmanship of thy what?
Of thy
tabrets
and of thy pipes.
Y'all know what that's talking about, right? Musical instruments.
Message.
This chapter is talking about America. You understand? But who gave America their seat, their authority? Satan.
Right.
The devil.
You understand? So one of his major instruments, literally, is instruments. Come on.
The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created.
Come on.
Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth.
The what?
The anointed cherub that covereth.
So y'all remember, right, when Adam was kicked out of the garden and he set up the cherubim to guard the way? Guess what? When Cain killed his brother and the Lord sent them away, where'd he go?
To the east and north.
He went to Babylon. Right. Where Babylon was at, when it eventually came to be, that was the land of Nod.
Crazy.
That anointed cherub, that's the white man. That's the point. You understand? And when you read Genesis 4, and you know,
right?
Yeah, Cain's descendants. What's the one that? Let's go to it now.
Yes, sir.
Genesis chapter 4. I think it's 21. Let me see.
Yes, sir. The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 21.
Yep.
And his brother's name was Jubal, and was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ.
That go with the tabrets and the pipes. Same thing. Same thing. So, all right, y'all. We ain't got no more time. Give me 32.
Nick Mill talks about pill addiction.
I was actually going to the dentist. I got 2 of my wisdom teeth pulled, and I started taking them. But everybody take perks, city to city. You crazy? Yeah. You know, what y'all think these little kids talking about in these records? I thought it was okay. I wouldn't be addicted or it wouldn't hurt me because it's a pill that a doctor would prescribe you. And I got addicted, and it wasn't like a mental thing. Like it's like when you don't take it, your body shuts down. The laws that with the governor, they like if you're addicted to opioids, it's like heroin addicts, all types of. It's an addiction. You shouldn't go to jail for addiction. You should be in rehabilitation. Mr. Williams, you had a dirty urine. Do you want help? Yeah, I want help right now. But she was like, all right, we're going to work things out. In Atlanta, where I was staying at, give me IVs. You got to flush your body and, readjust your body. Done deal. Never took a Percocet ever again in my life because that wasn't really me. You know what I'm saying? And it always was a battle. I never did Percocet.
So now, you can get off of that. So a lot of rappers have died in the past few years from drug overdose. Right, you got Rich Homie Coin that died recently. Fredo Santana, Juice WRLD, the girl Enchanting, the young dude Big Scar, right? A lot of rappers is dying from drug overdose, and a lot of them be able to say themselves per se. Right, they get to a point where they know they're addicted. They get their hospital visit, and they quit. But it don't stop in their music, and they know this. Right, you heard what he said. You all the young dudes talking about Percocet. Yeah, because of y'all.
Exactly.
Because of y'all. But it's more influence that come with that as well. Play that next clip.
Well-known rapper NBA YoungBoy admitted that his music has a negative impact on the culture. Watch this.
And I woke up one morning and I was like, they got me. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music? How many kids and people have gotten in the car and actually hurt someone. I can't do it all in one day, but I promise to clean whatever I can clean. But it's gonna take time.
NBA YoungBoy admits that his music has a negative impact on the culture.
All right. Right, but after that interview and after he said all that, he still ended up 30 days straight. Listen, it's a trick bag, y'all. You understand? At the end of the day, when states sign that contract, they get their money, and they decide, you know what, this is wrong. And then they see, you know, they might get a phone call or something might happen or whatever, and then they, whoa, wait a minute. Not my cars, not my house, not my fame, not my freedom. Whoa, wait a minute. Nah, I go kill a nigga in my song again. You understand? I'm telling you, bro. And through that young man right there, legions of demons on this young generation. Just him alone. I'm telling you, bro. So this topic, y'all, it's a lot. We done went overtime already. It is what it is. But what we want y'all to understand, again, this is beyond, far beyond flesh and blood, what we dealing with. It's a war going on in the spiritual realm. We got war for the souls of our people, and we got to fight 400 years of darkness that our people have become comfortable with and prefer. You understand? Rather than light. So we got to put on the armor of light, you understand, and compel our people to come in every chance that we get, especially this younger generation, because, bruh, legions of demons, y'all don't understand. Our people deal with these evil spirits on an exponential scale. They'll hoard them, and you'll think you might see some clips or whatever, but you know, you got a job and you be around people, you like, nah, people normal. Take your ass to HBCU homecoming. Take your ass, ride by a club or something on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Look at, go to one of them damn, one of the freak nicks or something. Just ride by.
Bug the hell.
It take you to see when they, you know, have these large assemblies of our people to see how cooked our people really is. For it's some of our people, like God said, it makes sense. 2/3, it makes sense.
Message.
I'm telling you, a lot of our people is really, really cooked. We got a lot of work to do, y'all, and it's hard work.
That's right.
Yeah. But when you're spiritual, you understand. You know, it's spiritual wickedness in high places where our people, hey, strongholds, spiritual strongholds in our people. So Lord's willing, y'all got something from that. Make sure y'all follow Nathaniel 7 on Instagram. Subscribe to IUIC in the Classroom. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas.
That's right.
Donate to the Booster Club. All right? Text that number, or you can just scan that QR code right there. All right? But Lord's willing, Life Lasts will be back next week with more on Let's Talk Truth. Almost high Christ.
You are now flying.
Us against the world, the train don't stop. Loyal to the mission, game on lock. Got the game on lock. All around the globe, boots on the block. Spread the truth, good news for the flock. Good news for the flock. Many men fold, keep the line pushing. There were many men called, only few chosen. Us against the world, the train don't stop. Loyal to the mission, game on lock. Got the game. I put my life on the line for it.